BETFRED Cup final day and the last group stage fixture in our Champions League group. There's a chance we top our Champions League group today and we win ourselves back-to-back BETFRED Cups. Let's see if we can do it. Yes, hello, welcome on into 11 Sports, here for the Killie boys on Football Manager 21. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button for more daily Football Manager content. And if you missed the last episode, go and give it a watch. It was a surprisingly poor episode for us. We didn't actually win a game, and we had a bad defeat to Liverpool, thanks to Daniel Stacey's sending off. Since then, we've played 2 games in the Scottish Premiership. We beat Hibs 3-2, thanks to 2 goals from Boba, 1 from Daniel Stacey. And we beat Motherwell 4-1 in the Scottish Premiership. 2 penalties from Eddie and Ketia, and then a goal from each of the Fuentes brothers to get us that 4-1 victory. We now play Motherwell just 4 days later in the BETFRED Cup final. And then we play Galatasaray in the Champions League group stage, the last game. If we win that and Liverpool don't beat Zenit, we go through top of the Champions League group. Let's see what will happen. First of all, let's play against Motherwell. And I just had a look at the past meetings of us against Motherwell. And if you do look at that, the last time we actually lost a football match to Motherwell was in the Scottish Premiership in August 2026. We're now in December 2031. Surely that's a good omen. So here is the team that we're going to go with for this game up against Motherwell in the BETFRED Cup final. Garcia in goal, Menge partnering Anderson at the back because obviously Sergio Perez is still out injured. Sika at right back, Thompson at left back, Vlalic, Stacey and Isaac in the midfield. The Fuentes is on either wing and Boba back up front. Boba has 18 goals so far this season. Fuentes has 12. They're probably going to be the ones who score goals today, should we get any. And hopefully we do, because then we can win back-to-back BETFRED Cups, our third BETFRED Cup in our 12 years here at Kilmarnock. Hopefully it can happen. Here we go, stepping out at Hampden, isn't it? Blue and white stripes, Motherwell playing in their kind of gold, orangey colour with some red across it as well. And there's a highlight straight from kickoff. Stacey through to Boba. Boba nearly puts us ahead after 20 seconds. Stacey playing today because obviously he won't be playing in the next game, because he will be suspended for the game against Galatasaray. So we've got a full-strength team out here, and we'll probably have a fairly full-strength team against Galatasaray as well. Minus Stacey, of course. Goal kick from Motherwell. It went straight to Thompson, though, and he gets the ball to Vlalic and Fuentes. Abraham Fuentes into the box. He shoots. It's saved by the goalkeeper. It was great play from Fuentes, as he says in the bottom, until the finish. It wasn't the best of finishes. Boba swings in the corner and it's headed away. We've been dominant the first 15 minutes, but no goals yet. Free kick for Motherwell here. Price has been challenged by Vlalic though, and Boba's got it, and we come away with the break on. It's about 4-on-4 here. Boba gets past his man, while he hit it, he's off the post. Oh, what an effort from Boba. He really is turning into a star striker for us this season. Boba swings in the ball and it's headed away. After so many years kind of playing second fiddle or playing out in the wings or something like that the last couple of years, he's properly become our leading man this season. And I'm glad, because I have always enjoyed using Boba. And it's good to see that he's leading the line and scoring goals this season in our final year in charge here at the Rugby Park. Yeah, Isaac's got the ball on the right hand side. It's swung in and Fuentes nearly got on the end of it. But we have reached half time. We had 14 shots to Motherwell's 1. We've had 3/5 of the ball, 60% of the ball. And still, though, it's 0-0. That's the important stat. And we are not winning in that one. But we do have a free kick here. Boba will swing it into the back post. It's headed away. And who gets that? Isaac gets to it. And what's he going to do? He finds Vlalic. Back to Thompson and Anderson. I'll go all the way back to Garcia, playing as a sweeper keeper here. The ball launched forward. Isaac wins it. Fuentes gathers the ball now. He drives forward, finds Stacey. The other Fuentes, Abraham Fuentes. He scores a goal, his 5th goal of the season. Fantastic goal from Abraham Fuentes out on that left-hand side. The 2 Fuentes brothers, if one of them doesn't do it, the other one does. And see, Fabrizio switches the play, finds Stacey, who knocks it forward to Fuentes. Behind his man, shoots across goal. And we're up 1-0 in this BETFRED Cup final. Made quite a few changes, in fact all 3 changes at one time there. George Payne, one of those who's come on, takes the free kick, it's toward the back post, Anderson flicks it, it's gone in. I'm not sure if it can be counted as a goal for Anderson. He has a way celebrating, it looked like it was an own goal. The ball was swung to the back post by Payne here. Mengi heads it back across goal. Anderson goes to head it, hits off the crossbar and off Leonard for Motherwell. And we're up 2-0 here, and that's almost certainly the title for us here. The BETFRED Cup will be in our hands. A couple of minutes added time still to go, but it looks like it's going to be ours. I say Pena, Rodriguez and Demal come on to finish the game in place of Sika, Fuentes, and whoever was playing up front, Boba. But there we go, 3rd goal. My commentary's not been very good at the end here. We made some changes to keep the kind of important players, Fuentes, Boba, Sika, fresh for the game against Galatasaray. And here are some of those who have come on, have been involved in the build-up here. Isaac had moved out to the right-hand side to replace Fuentes. He gets it, swings it in, and Stacey gets on the end of it. He's stayed on the park because he's obviously not playing midweek, but he's got himself a goal. And we have won the game 3-0. We step up to come and collect the title. I wonder who actually was the captain today. It looks like Darren Anderson, yes, our vice-captain, because obviously Ryan Morris is not in the goal today. But our back-to-back BETFRED Cup titles, the trophy has been handed to Darren Anderson. He lifts it above his head, and as I say so often, the blue and white confetti falls from the sky, and we celebrate our BETFRED Cup win here at Hampden against Motherwell. 2nd time we've won it in the last 2 years, our 3rd title overall, and what a way, as Garcia does a lovely cartwheel. You know that happens in Football Manager if you've ever won a title. Yes, and it puts us into a lovely bit of form going into the game against Galatasaray, which we need to win, and then we'll need to hope that Liverpool don't win theirs for us to win our Champions League group. And we'll see you for that game very shortly. So here we are, back for the game up against Galatasaray. A very important one. I mean, very important because it's a bit questionable. But it'd be good if we could get the win. To only have lost 1 game in the Champions League group stage would be very, very good. Finishing on 13 points, 4 wins and a draw, would be very, very good. Unfortunately, Liverpool, if they beat Zenit, they'd finish on 15 and top the group. But beggars cannot be choosers. It was always going to be tough to win this group with Liverpool in it. The fact that we did win one of the games against Liverpool was very surprising indeed. But anyway, this is the team we're going to go with for the game. Garcia in goal. Mengi and Anderson at centre back, Sika on the right, Thompson on the left. Pena will play as a deep line playmaker with Isaac and Yao Francisco either side of him. The 2 Fuentes again and Boba up top. Vlal is just struggling for some fitness, hence he's not starting. And obviously we have the suspension to Daniel Stacey and the injury to Sergio Perez to deal with here as well. Hence Mengi playing and hence Yao Francisco getting a game. Yao Francisco, I can't believe he's been with the club for so long. He arrived just after a title-winning season there, 2026-27. And he's been out on loan in lots of different places, including at Galatasaray. So it should be very interesting how he does today. £7,000 we paid for him, and he's now worth over 10 million. That's a decent bit of business, isn't it? So here we go. I expect nothing but a win from us today, and hopefully we can do that. Early highlight here. Thompson with on the left-hand side. Yao Francisco now into Pena. Anderson switches it out to Thompson. Thompson drives into the box. Back to Yao Francisco into Fuentes, and Fabricio Fuentes with his 13th goal of the season. Puts us up after 7 minutes. 1-0. You see Thompson got right to the byline here. I thought he might actually have been fouled, but no, he got past his man, played it to Yao Francisco, who crossed it over. There's 4 in the middle of the box there, and Fuentes is the one that gets the goal. Thompson with the throw in. Abraham Fuentes wins it. It's back to Thompson. Back to Fuentes. It's headed back out. And Thompson's got the ball again into Abraham Fuentes. And he's lost the ball. But again, Galatasaray don't really have anyone push forward there. They're sitting very deep. So we get the ball back easily. And Sika has it now. And he loses it. And they launch it forward. But there's no one there. So Anderson collects the ball. Finds Pena and Isaac and Sika. Back to Isaac now and Pena and through to Fuentes, who gets his 2nd of the game, assisted by George Pena, and Fabricio Fuentes has scored 2 goals inside 18 minutes here. A very good start to this game, and I think the win's almost guaranteed. 20 minutes into the game, Pena finds Fuentes, shoots across the goalkeeper, and we are up 2-0. Unfortunately, Liverpool are currently ahead against Zenit St. Petersburg as well, which means we are not top of the group. You can see it on the right-hand side of your screen. We are still 2 points behind Liverpool. But there is a highlight here, and we start with the ball deep in our own half. The ball played forward toward Fuentes. Finds Boba. Boba to Isaac and Sika down the right-hand side. And can this ball go into the box? Sika goes to the byline, swings it in. It's cleared away. But again, they're sitting so deep that nobody is up there, and our centre-backs are happy to collect the ball. Fuentes has got it. It's off the post and deflected off the defence. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but it's a crazy, crazy goal. The VAR are trying to see if he's offside. And yeah, all right, that's even more stupid. It was such a stupid goal that was scored, and now it's been disallowed for offside. You can see Liverpool are up 2-0. They're basically going to win that game comfortably, as you'd imagine. I know, let's see if Fuentes can get another goal here. Maybe not hitting it off the defender, or maybe being onside would be more useful this time. Isaac's got it, switches it, and Abraham Fuentes scores a goal. So Fabrizio scores the first two, and Abraham scores the third goal. And we're going to go into half-time 3-0 up here. A very nice finish. In the end, Sika played it to Fuentes and back to Isaac, who launched this ball in. And Abraham Fuentes just taps in with the instep of his left foot. And we're up 3-0 here, as are Liverpool, to be fair. So the two of us doing very well. I must say, it's that draw against Zenit which has ruined it all for us. Because we obviously beat Liverpool in one of the games against them. They beat us in one of the games against us. So really, if we just hadn't drawn with Zenit, we would have actually had the chance of being top of this group. But it is not to be. And this second half has started, as I'm sure you can see. And the ball is played long toward Anderson. Liverpool up 4-0 now. Fuentes got the ball from Sika. Sika swings it in toward Abraham Fuentes, and Hamdi comes away with the ball now. He spreads out wide to Ramani. That was not as hard as it should have been to say. Hassan swings it in. It's cleared by Sika. Fabrizio Fuentes flicks it on, and Boba collects it now. He's a bit isolated by himself, but he comes out to this right-hand side, tries to get past his man, reaches the byline, cuts back, swings it in. Isaac, the ball deflected and it's cleared away, and Hamdi has it now. And Anderson tries to challenge him. Is out to Eren here on the left-hand side. He goes toward the byline, gets past Sika, swings it in. It's cleared by Mengi, and Fuentes has it now. And this is going to be our chance again now. It's end-to-end stuff here. Abraham Fuentes with the ball, gets in the line. It's challenged by Miara, and that is the end of the highlight. We've made 3 changes again. Sika's come off, as has Isaac, as has Abraham Fuentes, and Rodriguez, Pedraita and Demau have come on for them. Demau gets the ball here, switches the play toward Fabrizio Fuentes. Can he get his hat-trick? No. Sorry, I had a yawn in the middle of that last bit of commentary. I can only apologise. Rodriguez has got the ball on the right-hand side now, though. He goes down the right-hand side into Fabrizio Fuentes. Pedraita with it, into Pena. Through toward Boba, who has a twisted knee, and I'm just about to take him off for the last 5 minutes, because you don't really need to risk him with his twisted knee. And the game's come to an end, 25 shots to 3. We win the game 3-0. We had a good win there, I would say. You can see the group table as we advance through here. Liverpool are top of it. Even if we'd beaten Zenit, we wouldn't have won enough in terms of goal difference to get through in first place. So second place it is for us, qualifying for the first time ever into the knockout stages of the Champions League. I'm very much looking forward to that, and we'll see who we draw. I'll need to have a check to see when the draw is, to see if that's going to happen in this episode. Give us 2 seconds. Well, yes, the draw happens on Monday the 15th, so I'll advance through to that. I think we have a game between now and then, but I'll advance through to that, and I'll let you know who we draw in the first knockout round of the Champions League. Well, the potential unbeaten season is it's not going to happen. Just lost in that game 2-0 to Celtic. Wasn't a good performance, to be honest. There was a lot of tired legs out there. Boba was injured, unable to play. Yeah, there's a lot of not good there. We're still just top of the table at the moment on goal difference. We do have a game in hand over Celtic though. But yeah, disappointing. The draw for the first knockout round of the Champions League is coming up now though, so hopefully that can give us something to look forward to. Here we go. Here is the draw for the Champions League. Celtic also managed to get through to the knockout round of the Champions League as well, which is very impressive. Looking at the sides we could get: Arsenal, Hertha Berlin, Man United, Tottenham, Bayern, PSG or Juventus. Obviously we can't draw Liverpool because we were in the same group. We are the first name out the hat. which means we could draw any of these teams. And it's Juventus. Oh, a nice, easy one. Wouldn't you say they have a one Serie A or coming second or third every year for quite a while? Mate De Ligt is still there as a centre back. Federico Chiesa is there on the wings. Their key player is Benjamin Sentien, who's a midfielder, and he does look very good. He's on £235,000 a week. Yeah, we don't have players on that amount of money, but yeah, if I go back to the draw, we have drawn them, and Celtic draw themselves up against Tottenham, obviously last year's winners of the Europa League. So we do have to play up against Juventus. That happens in the middle of February, so there might be an episode between now and then, or that might be the next one. I'm not sure, to be honest, but Juventus is the answer to the question as to who we have drawn in the first knockout round of the Champions League. If you have enjoyed this episode, getting through the Champions League, drawing Juventus in that Champions League, and also winning the BETFRED Cup, the most important tournament of them all, obviously, then please do leave a like on this video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until the next one, we'll see you then.